we've already learnt that a population is a group of organisms of the same species all living together. And ecologists who study populations, they've found that the size of populations can change over time. And for people, we definitely know this is true. We know that the population of Australia is going up every single year. And we found that there are 4 main things that affect the size of populations. So, population, size, it changes over time. So let's look at a population of rainbow lorikeets. You've probably seen or at least heard rainbow lorikeets around Melbourne. They're really noisy parrots and they like to eat seeds and nuts in trees. And they're really colourful. So if we look at the population of rainbow lorikeets, well, the first thing that's going to affect the size and how many lorikeets there are is the birth rate. So how often are new baby lorikeets being born? And the birth rate will increase the population size. But on the other hand, every living thing eventually dies, and the death rate, so how often lorikeets are dying, that will affect the size of the overall population too. So the higher the death rate, the lower the population will be. But also, lorikeets are really good at travelling long distances, and birds are a perfect example of this. So lorikeets might fly in from another population in other places in Victoria, and we call this migration. So if there are lots of lorikeets flying into Melbourne and migrating in, that's going to increase the population in Melbourne. And the opposite of migration is called emigration. And emigration means that individuals are deciding to leave that population and go somewhere else. Just like when people decide to emigrate to a different country. So if there are lots of lorikeets emigrating, that means the population size will go down overall. So the balance of all these 4 different factors affects how big a population of organisms is.